Hey everybody, Casey here. Just wanted to let you know that we do more than just this podcast, so why don't you head on over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, Groupcast Nation. Also, you can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Groupcast Nation. Also, if these three things are too convenient for you, you can also email us at groupcastnation@gmail.com. There you can give us any of your questions or comments, or if you want us to do an ad read of some sort of business or project you may be working on, you can also put that in there too. And don't worry, we'll put the links to these and more down in the links. Ladies and gentlemen, step right up, step right up! Beyond the threshold of this theme song lies the greatest show you've ever heard. A podcast where the topic is everything our fine specimens can think of. That's right, sit on down and have yourselves a listen to Groupcast. At center stage is Casey, creator of the show and part-time llama enthusiast. Meat product! In the animal tent is Erica, the tumbler wonder, single snake charmer, and long scarf wearer.
Steven!
On a soapbox, somewhere in the hedge maze, is Lennon, the comedian with a heart made of video games.
Lennon free. 3. Half-Life 3. Oh, wait.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin!
I smell like a tomato.
Okay.
Maybe that should be my
Welcome
intro
to
instead.
Groupcast.
There you go.
Erica is a tomato.
I'm a tomato.
I hope my chewing doesn't pick up on the episode. Me and my good old cookie.
That
My
quick?
good friend, the cookie.
My good old cookie
So-
and that duck I like.
So they've confirmed to not be making Half-Life 3?
Let's get right into it, are we?
Well, I didn't know. I was asking.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
So, the series ends on a cliffhanger, and they're like, well...
Well, there's a reason why they're not making Half-Life 3. I don't remember one of the reasons. The other reason is they're terrified of internet backlash if a game came out. Because it's been so hyped, they said this is impossible to reach people's expectations, so we're just not going to bother.
That makes sense.
No, it does not. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. You should not... It's a game series that everyone has wanted something... wanted a conclusion for like, what, 10 years? Is it? Something like that?
It's been 11, because Half-Life 2 came out in 2004.
There you go. Yeah. 11 years in the making. They're Duke Nukeming it.
Yeah.
And they're going, oh, I don't know. It's like, just fucking make the game. Just make the game. You make the game. If people don't like it, most of them can go fuck off, honestly. If a lot of people don't like a game in a series, there's a small percentage that would just hate it always, and that small percentage can go fuck off. But it's everyone who doesn't.
The way I see
don't
it,
accept this answer.
the way I see it, Valve has pretty much batted 1,000 as of late.
Right.
With their whole thing. So I feel like if they make this mistake, people will eventually forgive them for it.
First off, yes. And second off,
the world will
Have
still
we-
exist without Half-Life 3. I think it'll be fine.
well, yeah. Can I let you in on a little secret?
No.
Never played Half-Life. Never really care to.
I played Half-Life 2, half of it.
Yeah.
I played Half-Life half once.
Yeah.
I like Freeman's Mind. That's like pretty much.
I like Gmod.
It's like a Let's Play before there were Let's Plays.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
No.
Really?
No.
Freeman's Mind is a guy who he plays through the first Half-Life,
Okay.
and he does Gordon Freeman's inner monologue. It's fantastic.
That sounds like it's been around for a while. 'Cause that sounds
It's been
familiar.
around for a very long time.
That sounds familiar and like something I wanted to check out. And
Like
just never
around
did.
the dawn of YouTube, I would say.
I think so.
That's
Yeah, I think
interesting.
that. The more I think about it, the more it sounds like something I
Yeah,
knew
and
at
it's
one
existed for a while, and then YouTube was like, so you've been making the series for a while, we see. That's probably copyright infringement. We're not going to let you post that anymore.
point. Seriously?
Yep.
God, fuck.
So now I
YouTube.
posted on a different video. Let's talk about that other YouTube thing.
Another YouTube thing?
What's the
Yeah.
other YouTube?
My
thing?
God, we're going to be done with this podcast in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I got other stuff.
All these topics, we're just snapping them out here. I can't snap or else it would snap. Eric, can you snap? Snap for me. We're snapping them out here.
I can do this.
Thank you. It looks impressive.
I used to know
It probably
someone who
sounds
could.
more impressive.
Probably.
I used to know someone who could make every single finger snap, but not like.
Like boom, 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 boom. Like a firecracker going off. Boom, 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 boom. Is that how
I can
firecracker?
somewhat
this?
do it.
I don't think so.
I can make my middle finger snap,
This
but I
is
can't
great
do it
for
with
the
my
audio.
pointer fingers.
I know, right?
So Google
It's
Plus,
the
right?
biggest bullshit ever. Alright. Google fucking Plus.
The thing that nobody uses.
Nobody. I
The
saw
thing that we have to have because it's you can't anything without it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way
Erica,
around
you're
it?
going to do a celebration dance here in a minute.
I
I saw a statistic that's like 90% of people who,
have YouTube hate G plus.
honestly, probably,
Yeah.
90% of accounts on Google Plus have never had a single post to them.
Yep. I'm one of those.
I'm one of those. How about you? You one of those?
Post on my Google Plus.
You've never made a Google Plus post. Damn right, that's right. Because it sucks. Or maybe, I don't know if it sucks, but nobody wants it. That's the issue here. Nobody fucking wants
Yeah.
it.
The only thing
No.
Google Plus was good for were Hangouts. That one. At one
Yeah,
time.
I think they do that pretty well.
There was a long time ago, back in Group Chat 2, the Facebook group we're part of, except for Erica. Erica's not part of it.
No.
You could, honestly.
Yeah, you could be.
To what?
It's easy.
Yeah. I don't even use regular
There's
Facebook.
initiations. It's probably painful, but I think you'll be okay.
To do what?
What? Nothing.
A private Facebook group.
We're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, it's a Fight Club.
You
We're allowed to. I'm underwater.
want to know why I hate Google Plus?
Yes.
So when I got my smartphone that I hold in my hand right now, and the guy who
We all have our pictures in our heads, listeners.
has a cell phone, the guy
Points to my.
I know.
Hold it up to the
I did that on
microphone.
purpose.
Look, everybody.
Cell phone.
Good Lord. All right,
So
go
when,
on.
when I
Go
took
on
it
with
to
your bad
Verizon
self.
so he could do my contacts and stuff, he sent over all my pictures and everything. And whenever I get home, I'm going through and changing everything to how I want it. And there's a picture of my snake on there. And whenever he sent over all my stuff, some stuff from online,
Yeah.
it picked up the pictures and
Yeah.
put it on my phone,
Yeah.
just in my gallery.
That's the thing. Google Plus is really good at spreading your information to itself without ever telling you or you
Yeah.
wanting
But here's
to.
what happened. My other two that uploaded from different websites,
Yeah.
I was able to see what website it came from and go to that website, take the picture off, and then it deleted from my phone because there was no trash can option on that picture from my phone.
Oh, okay.
So for the longest time, I could not figure out where Cooper was coming from. Just this picture of him, it wouldn't go away. And every time I clicked on it, the icon, it said it was a Pika's picture. I'm like, what the fuck is a Pika? So I
was a Pikachu.
So yeah, it was a Pikachu Cooper, Pika Cooper.
Isn't a pica like a really? It's a really small measurement, right? It's either really small or it's really big.
Pica is a disease where you eat everything.
Yeah,
Oh. Okay.
but anyway,
Close enough.
Yeah.
so I was like, okay, I'm gonna
Maybe
type
you just
in.
eat everything really small.
Pico is one thing lower than femto,
Oh, okay.
Okay,
which is one
I thought it
lower
was
than
pica.
which is one lower than nano.
so I went on Google, typed in that website, went to it. There was nothing. I'm like, good, because I've never been here before. I don't understand. So I went into so I finally just gave up, and for a couple months it stayed on my foam,
Yeah.
and then I finally just got pissed off. So I thought maybe if I go into the details, it'll tell me something.
Yeah.
So I went into the details.
There is nothing more aggravating than having this amazing technology, but it does something that you can't control,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you don't know how to get rid of. Like, you know you can get rid of it, but you don't have a fucking clue how to
That's
do
like
it.
one of my favorite jokes from Fairly Odd Parents, where
Okay.
he goes back to the 70s and he's trying to
He meets his dad.
He meets his dad. He tries to scare him, and he goes, In the future, there will be 500 TV channels,
Awesome!
but nothing to watch.
No! That's how that
I
episode
take
goes.
you've seen that episode.
Yes.
I did a thing that has bugged me on my laptop a long time ago. When I was one time moving the file from the recording of my podcast audio to Casey's flash drive, because you do all the editing and that kind of stuff.
Yarp.
I dragged it to a strange, like I dragged it like a little too far, and I put it in like the menu. Like I got up to like sort of like the menu people. You're not Mac people, so you don't know exactly.
I know what you mean.
What
but
I talk about. It's
I've
like
used Macs before. I know what you're talking about.
It's like the little thing at the top. You know,
Yes,
you got
I
your
know what you mean.
closeout and all that stuff.
It's your
It
taskbar kind of.
embedded itself into that menu, and anytime that menu's up, that podcast audio is sitting right up top there.
It's like a parasite.
If I click on it, it loads up in iTunes and starts to play, and I don't have a fucking clue how to get it out of there.
That's great.
Right-click and delete.
It doesn't exist, and you can't right-click on it.
Back
for some
when I
reason.
had my
I don't know why.
iPhone,
It just doesn't. But it doesn't exist anywhere else in the laptop other than that fucking bar.
Back when I
It's
had my
deleted from
iPhone.
everywhere.
Fucking Mac.
Back when I had my iPhone, the first time I hooked it up to my computer because I was taking a video off from that onto my computer. It took every picture that was in my pictures and put it on the iPhone, and it wouldn't let them.
Wouldn't let go.
Wouldn't, yeah, they
These are mine now.
it wouldn't let me delete them.
Yeah.
Like there was a delete button for every other picture except for the ones that it got from my pictures on my computer.
I
Yeah.
wonder why that is.
I have no idea, but now I don't have an iPhone, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yes.
so I went into details, and I don't remember exactly what it said, but I remember there was some connection in there that made sense to look at Google+.
Okay.
So I go on my Google Plus account, forgot my login, wonder
No
why.
kidding. Yeah.
Had to email myself my password, or a thing to change my password.
Right.
I go on my account, and there's
It's
nothing.
the same as your YouTube password, right? Or your
I
Gmail
forgot
password too.
So see, I don't have Gmail, but I forgot my YouTube password because I just stay logged in,
Yeah.
and I never remember it.
Well,
Like Facebook,
Okay.
I don't know my Facebook password. I'd have to look on my computer.
Right.
Or
Yeah, because you sign in once to Facebook and then you never do it again.
so that's my thing
Right,
with
right.
YouTube.
Except when you
I
clear your
sign
cookies.
No, not to
clear them cookies.
clear them cookies. Not to promote like a giant monopoly. I think life would be really easy if just everybody had a Gmail account, right?
Yes.
Like I'm bitching about Google Plus
Yeah.
I would
and
just
how it
never
wants to
use
sign
it.
everybody up for it, but if everybody just did Gmail, that would
Hey,
be
I'm
real
on top
easy.
of the game. I have 3 Gmail accounts.
Nice.
I just
Well done.
I like Yahoo, and I would never check
Oh, and I
Gmail.
use
So
them for
I would
3
log
different
on one day and
things.
have like 12,000 spam messages I have to go through. You know,
I actually have a total of 5 emails.
Really?
All used for different things.
nice. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
so I look at my Gmail.
Yeah.
There's nothing except just saying the little bit of info about myself. I'm like, then where the fuck are my pictures?
Yeah. Is
So-
it the profile picture?
No.
Okay.
So I scroll over to the side where it tells me the different sections like music, Google Drive, all that stuff, and I see pictures. So I'm like, okay, I go in the pictures. There's the picture of Cooper.
Yeah.
I say, okay. So I
Did you-
tried to delete
Did you
it.
say okay? You looked at your... Okay.
I tried to delete it from Google Plus.
Right.
It wouldn't delete.
Why not? Because that sounds like easy. Like that's the one thing that social media sites do.
Yeah,
is when you
Google,
go, I don't
Google
want this
Plus
picture.
wants it to make
One
it
Well, it's
seem
more
that
like
thing
it
is
took me
easy to
5
work
minutes to find how to delete it, because there wasn't a simple click on it and then it shows it with like a trash can or whatever. I couldn't figure out how to delete it. So I finally deleted it. I'm like, good, it's gone.
Yeah.
I go on my phone in my gallery, there's my snake. I go, Jesus Christ, where else would this picture be? And then it dawns on me, it's my cover photo on YouTube. And since I have that Google Plus account, it told me Google Plus, not YouTube.
Yeah.
I go into YouTube, delete the cover photo, and then it's gone. But no, actually, when I went to delete the Gmail one,
Yeah.
it asked me to pick another one. And it wouldn't let me out of it until I picked another one, so I did. And then a cityscape shows up on my phone. I'm like, no!
No, that's
Go
terrible.
away!
That's awful.
And then I don't know.
That's such bullshit.
And then I don't know how I figured out to completely just say no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
And then I said, goodbye, Google Plus.
We don't want to use your services.
What the biggest bullshit thing that happened with me and
Google
Google Plus, besides the fact that it exists?
Google Plus is like Jehovah's Witnesses.
They
just show up at your door and ask, have you ever heard of us?
Them.
Yeah, you can't. Show up at your door in a little white shirt and their ties and their book bags.
They're so inconvenient to your time. They just show up. The biggest bullshit thing that I ever had with Google Plus, my YouTube account would be connected to Google Plus right now. If it were not for this one small thing that made me go, listen, if you're not going to do this, then you can go fuck off.
Yeah.
Because I really want to comment, like, reply to people who comment on my videos. Like, I feel bad that I sit in silence, except for this one time where it was the video where Rolls and I played Left 4 Dead, and one guy's like, you guys are awesome. Are you going to play more? And I'm like, Rolls, tell this guy we're going to play something else. I had Rolls talk for me. So this is what it did to me. I wanted to connect to Google Plus just so I can comment on shit, which is the only reason anybody has ever connected their YouTube account to Google Plus.
Yep.
That's, like, they had the perfect fucking catch, 22, to make you use this fucking service. So, when I first made my YouTube account, before I was doing how to play stuff, my profile picture was one of me on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, it's a shitty
From
picture.
From
Ted's.
I thought it was Clamberay.
Nope, it's a picture from a show
that's
I
your
did
computer
at
background.
Ted's. Yeah.
Ted's.
Ted's.
Good show that night, by the way. And when I started doing how to plays, out of the random blue, and during my editing, I did, iMovie has like a frame on the side, like, this is where your fucking thing is in the video right now.
Yeah.
And you slide, it's a slider or whatever. And it stopped on like the best fucking still I've ever seen, where like one eye is up and the other is down and like half shut. And I just have this,
Yeah, that's your Twitch.
He looks like fucking.
It is. I love that. It's my game. It's my gaming picture.
Yeah. You know what?
If I'm
Google,
gaming anywhere, that's my picture.
You know what, Google? If you want to take the advice of other successful
because
conglomerates,
Google's listening to this right now.
They listen to everything.
They do. They do.
Fucking
It's fucking
Google.
You should try to copy what Twitch does, because Twitch is amazing. And it's a shame that they're only for gaming, because they can easily branch out to other things.
Yeah, they can do a bunch of really cool shit. So anyway,
just Amazon in general knows how to do things right.
Anyway, my point is, I'm finding this picture for Erica because I know she's gonna
laugh hysterically.
There's the one.
It's something.
That's the picture.
We'll put it in the links.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I love
know
that
picture.
I love that fucking picture so much. God, I look stupid.
Yeah.
I'm holding a Wii controller. Anyway, my point is, so I changed my profile picture when I started doing how to play because I wanted it to be at least moderately gaming related.
Yeah.
Rather than just me on stage.
So that did.
Theming. Yeah, that weird fucking picture is what I changed it to. Google Plus was created in between this time of me changing the profile picture. So when I wanted to connect to Google Plus, it changed my profile picture on YouTube back to me on stage. And it said, we're connecting to your thing. You won't be able to change your profile picture for like 20 minutes. I said, you know what? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
No. And I just undid the whole fucking thing. And and it still changed my picture. I had to change the picture back through YouTube. Because no, I'm not dealing with your fucking shit. And I don't now, listen, I sent Casey you a video that explained
Not
this
Casey,
whole situation of what they're doing and stuff
Which
like
we'll
that.
also put in the links.
Yeah. And I was looking at the comments, and surprisingly, a whole bunch of the comments were like, Google Plus doesn't suck. Like, it totally redesigned YouTube for the better and stuff like that. And my response is, or they could have just fucking redesigned YouTube for the better. Like, it's just that easy.
They didn't need to have that middleman in there.
No, yeah. And I feel like the biggest critical response to us hating on Google Plus is like it's just one more. It's a free thing that that just happens. Like you don't have to touch it. It's just a thing that happens.
Yeah.
But my response is this: imagine a bakery, and it has a cake that you really fucking like, and you go to this bakery all the time for this cake.
They say you can't have it because you're gay.
Because it's yes. Because it's just moist, it has the right amount of icing, and it's just loaded with cat videos. It's the best cake.
It's just covered in the cat videos just playing all over the entire cake.
Best cake ever. One day, you show up to the bakery to get your cat cake, and they say, here's a quarter of your cat cake. if you want the rest of it, we're going to also give you this entire other cake that you've never had before, and it's really just subpar. And
Yeah.
your response is, I don't
It's peanut
really...
butter cake and you're allergic to nuts.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
And your response is,
We're adding on to this extended metaphor.
I don't really want this cake. Like, this cake means nothing to me. Like, I'm happy with what I've got. Like, I'll just take that. No. No, listen, if you want your cat cake, you're going to take the shitty peanut butter death cake.
And from now on,
Yeah.
when you come in and get your cat video cake,
you're
you
going
gotta
to
get
this
shitty
is how
peanut butter
it
death
is,
cake.
You know? It's not an issue of...
We're holding your cake hostage.
Of if we don't want... Yeah, it's sort of a situation of, I don't want this thing. Don't force this thing upon me.
And then we'll send you emails about that cake asking, why haven't you eaten it in a while? We noticed you haven't eaten it in a while.
We've updated our cake. It's now has twice the death.
Is that the end of the cake metaphor? Oh, there's
more?
And then
I also...
wait, there's more cake!
Then I think about Spreaker, and their system is you walk into the bakery and they go, you're going to take this fucking cake. That's what Spreaker
No, it's more
does.
like,
they throw
here's your cake.
They throw a cake at you. So you're going to have this fucking cake, or you're going to get the fuck out of our bakery.
And then they send it to you via computer, not just emailing you about it. They send it through the computer.
Have a fucking cake.
We noticed you haven't eaten our cake in a month. Here,
They
I got that in.
Through that cake, and they make you...
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I got that.
in the face with
the YouTube is the cat cake.
Yeah.
Google Plus is the peanut butter death cake. Spreaker's just a fist cake.
I was going to say, Spreaker's just a pie.
It's a Bew cake.
Yeah. But I got an email from Spreaker yesterday. We noticed you haven't logged on in a month since you made an account
Yeah,
with
that's because
us.
you suck.
Yeah. But
I just want to say real quick.
Uh-huh.
I just
Thanks
remembered,
to Spreaker for hosting our podcast.
I just remembered halfway through that whole extended metaphor.
That you really like cake.
Well, I do, but I also
so
I like
does someone else we know.
I like even more that there is a Hispanic
Cat licking your eyebrows?
The Hispanic slang word "cake" meaning ass.
Oh, that's right.
So just listen to that entire conversation again.
We talked about that a
Or
long time ago.
like Marie Antoinette saying, "Let them eat cake." Cake was an expression for cow shit.
Yeah, she never said that.
I know,
And I
but
thought
the saying, that's what it meant.
I thought it meant something else. Like it was like even misconstrued beyond that. Like cake was like a common term for something else.
It's a very obscure political term that only took place during 1700s France.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's why the whole thing fell apart for
Yeah.
the rest of the world. Yeah.
But anyway, since we're talking about fucking technology, I found out today that about 95% of Android phones are extremely susceptible to hackers and malware, and I found a way to prevent it
Hooray!
today. So,
Oh,
Casey, you may want to think about it, because what they were saying in the article...
What made
For
it so hackable?
for 95%, it sure hasn't happened to me yet.
It
Right,
hasn't happened
yeah.
to me either.
That sounds like an inflated value. However,
But there's one way to...
most values are still dangerous values.
Well, I was gonna say that's why when people say there was a study that I heard about, I immediately turn off.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah. I just... It seemed plausible because it could happen. You never know.
I get all my information from io9.com. Yeah, I don't care what you have to say.
Well, have you ever gotten a text...
Have you heard of the Onion?
Have you ever gotten a text message from an email that's just like a jumbled up message, or it says like, come look at this link or something like that? Have you ever gotten that?
Oh, I know what the... Yeah, well,
I
they're very much like malware.
Yeah, I used to get those.
If anybody thinks otherwise... Like, there was one time I got a Facebook message like, is this you in this picture? I'm like, what? And they're like, lol, 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 you look so adorable. And it's like from like a comedian. And I'm like, no.
That happens on
think-
Twitch a lot. I've gotten those
Oh, yeah.
on from when
Cool.
I'm
Good old Twitch bots.
when I'm streaming, there will be bots in the chat, and there'll be like, say that there's like some sort of compliment, and then a link, and then I'm like, ha, you're getting banned right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that next
But-
time I'm on.
When it
You
happens,
look great, Link.
when it happens on a phone, if it's sent to you via some strange email, they will send a link along. And if you click on it, that's whenever they can
Right.
hack in and get all your information.
Yeah.
But the other way they do it, which hasn't happened to me yet, but has happened to other Android users, where they send you a picture.
Don't give them ideas.
No, they send you a picture, because it's happened to other people, and you load it, because it's a multimedia message, and the picture shows up right away. That picture has, like, the malware in it, and because it got onto your phone, instantly
Oh,
just
okay.
because you opened it. The email one, it's as long as you don't click on the link.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say.
this, if you open it and you can see the picture that's sent, you're screwed.
You're done. Oh,
So,
wow.
The thi-
Vicious.
so I'm going to teach you...
What's the picture? Just lol, troll face.
Probably. I don't know what the picture is either. One thing showed it said you've been hacked, but that might have been just an example.
Good
That's
Lord.
what the picture
I was
will
gonna
be.
say.
It's very
Those are the
overt.
laziest,
I know.
most direct hackers ever.
All right, so here's a way you can prevent that from happening. If you're an Android user, you go into your messages, and then you go into your settings. Whenever you click on the little,
Is everybody following along here? Do you have your phones in front of you right
if you
now?
have your phone in
I
front of
certainly-
you,
If it's in front of you, show us on the computer screen by holding your phone directly in front of it. There you go.
you see it.
Go on.
Erica is putting
So-
her phone in front of the microphone.
You
again.
go into your settings, and when you scroll down.
Keep scrolling now. Don't stop.
There's a picture
Faster. Faster.
All phones are different in the way they set things up. Mine's right under settings, and it says multimedia message, MMS settings.
at the bottom.
There's one called auto retrieve, automatically retrieves messages.
Yeah.
What that means is all phones come with it
Oh,
selected.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you unselect
Oh.
it from now on, when a multimedia message shows up, it'll ask you to download the picture. You haven't seen it yet.
Oh.
You've seen the message, and you see they've sent you something.
Oh, that's cool.
But then it'll ask you to download it, then you can see the picture.
That's smart.
Super clever.
However, I actually already sort of had that happening on my phone, even though I didn't have it unselected. I keep my data turned off all the time, because my phone has the habit of going on and off Wi-Fi and using data when I don't want it to.
Right, yeah.
When you have data turned off, your phone can't get a multimedia message. It can get a regular text, but
Cool.
not the multimedia message.
So you're covered.
So like half an hour after someone has sent me something, the message will show up,
Yeah.
but I can't see the picture
Okay.
That's one of the things
until I turn my data
immediately
on,
noticed.
and then I have to click download. So it wouldn't have mattered for me, but if I'm out in public
Yeah.
and I have the data on, it could happen. So I
Right.
turned it off. So I just unselected it.
Nice.
That's something I noticed going from the transition between iPhone and Galaxy.
Galaxy, I love
Yeah.
Galaxy.
Is Galaxy is far more customizable with everything.
That's the
called a
thing.
PC.
Yeah. while iPhone is like, it's a brick and it says, here's all the things you can have, but inside is a mystery.
Yes. No,
You
that
can't do anything about that.
and what I didn't know till recently, iPhones don't let you take out the battery.
Really?
You cannot take out the battery in an iPhone. Like ours, we just pull off the back and pop the
Yeah.
battery out.
Yeah.
Because I actually just had to replace my battery after almost a year.
Yeah.
Because I noticed, like, I would just be on it, just doing my own thing, and it would shut off. I go, okay.
Battery's loose.
Turn it back on. It went from saying 80% to 2. And I'm like, So, open it up again, took out the battery,
Yeah.
put it back in, turn it on. Then it would say 50%.
Yeah.
So, I took a closer look at the battery, and
Alright.
I looked up what to do about it online. And someone said if you can lay it down flat and spin it by hardly touching it, and it spins easily.
Oh, the battery's loose. It's popping out.
It's not
Or
that it's loose. If you take the battery out and lay it on a table and do that,
Yeah.
it means that the battery's on its last leg because it's bulging out.
Mine's doing that on my computer.
I see that.
It's doing it a lot.
And I didn't notice that
Yeah.
until I got my new one and put it in, and I realized the back of my phone actually bulged out a bit because of the battery,
Yeah.
and that's why my old phone case
I tried to spin it and it went for 3 days. It was.
and my old
I
phone
wonder if I could
case
spin
started.
my
Yeah,
I wonder
it's like
if I
the
could
end of
spin my
Inception.
laptop.
Yeah,
It's like the end of Inception.
Oh
You gotta
yeah.
spin it just to
Fuck
make
the
sure
top.
everything's
It's just
real.
Erica's phone. It's just.
but this one so much better. It's not bulged,
Yeah.
and it actually fucking works. But yeah, it wasn't. It would hardly stay in the hole. I just had to like touch the top
Good
of it. It
Inception
went.
joke in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Well
I
done.
would just poke it, and it would go out of the
that's
space
too
it
bad.
goes in. Now it goes
Yeah.
and stays there.
Well,
So
what? So
I'll have.
well, I'll say this: you're. I'm going to use the word complaining, but you're not. But I'm going to say it. You're complaining about the iPhone not being able to have the battery removed.
Mm-hmm.
Under what context would you need to do that, other than something like that?
I don't know.
I mean, why
That's
is
the only
it-
thing I could think of. Or if
Why is it a thing?
Or even if it's not
Yeah.
like a bulging thing like happened to mine,
Yeah.
if it overheats and the battery just shorts out and goes,
Yeah.
you have to send it off or get a whole new phone.
Yeah.
And if you're not warranted, see, the way my insurance plan works, which
Well,
works on most phones today.
That's why you never buy the first version of a thing that comes out, because they figure out, this thing short circuits when it's like set in fucking grass.
But no, it's not even about what model you have. It can happen anytime.
Well,
this isn't the newest model.
It can happen in that one too.
Yeah. But my point is, with your insurance saying you're covered for a year, where if something happens, you get a new phone.
Right.
But if you're past that, you have to pay $125 for a new phone.
Right.
But for this, all I needed to do was buy an $8 battery.
Yeah.
With an iPhone, you either got to buy a brand new one or send it out somewhere for them to fix it. Is my point.
I bet you can buy an iPhone battery.
Like a bunch of people I were
feel
talking
like
to
you
say you can't take it out.
Market or something.
You have to send it to Apple or get a new one because how it's put together.
All right, that's
it's
bullshit.
in
You're
the
right.
phone.
You know what I
to where you can't just take the back off and go.
Well, no.
I think maybe the inside of
it. No, I don't care. I don't care about being able to and take it out like that. I don't
can't
care.
fix it yourself.
Like if you took screws and you
it's more
disabled
complicated
the back,
than that.
is it still attached in a way that it's unremovable? If so, that's bullshit.
I don't think
I feel like if you open up if you are able to open up the back of an iPhone, there's just space in there.
It's just an empty space.
It's like a tiny galaxy.
Yeah, it's just literal outer space. You can put your hand through and it just shrivels up.
But that's why I've heard of people switching to Android or Windows phones just
you can only get batteries on the black
It
one.
sounds
their Apple phone, just fuck them.
It sounds pretty valid.
But I know plenty of people who've never had that happen to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Their phone stays fine for like 2 years or longer, however long they decide to have it.
Yeah. And the thing that you were talking about is about it's not like as customizable as an Android or you didn't say Android, what did you say? Galaxy.
Well, that's an Android system.
Yeah. My response is who fucking cares? What does it matter?
The thing is, people who tend to get iPhones are the people who are like, I want my phone as is. I don't want to add shit to it. I don't want to mess with it.
Yes.
People who want to really customize should get HTC, Android, Windows.
And honestly, that's the whole difference between Mac and PC in general.
Exactly.
PCs, you can fucking jump into the Matrix with those motherfuckers and change whatever the hell you want.
Yep.
But for people who don't give a shit about doing that,
Right.
Yeah.
like, just fucking get a Mac.
Also, Macs are good for a lot of stuff that just come standard and basic with programs and all that.
Yeah.
So you don't need all that.
Right. It makes life real easy if you're not fucking Neo.
See, when I went to SHIP, I was told first year as an art major, y'all need to get Apples. Y'all need Macs. And I went...
Well, it makes it better.
No, I don't.
I think it makes it easier.
Depends on what you're using.
Well, I've used Photoshop on both. Because I have Photoshop on both this Mac and the junk PC that I have whenever this thing breaks down. And it's garbage, and I really want to do one.
Text magic can only take me so far. I need Photoshop.
Right.
The way to use Adobe stuff now on computers is different.
I know.
I hate that you have to pay
subscription
per month.
pay. It's subscription.
Yeah,
that's fucking stupid.
You pay to Adobe.
No.
And then you
that.
you have it on your computer as a quote-unquote app.
Yeah. I don't like that computers have apps. Like the way, in the same fashion that a phone has apps.
But it works differently than if you
have a fucking phone if it's an app, like a phone app.
But here's the thing, though. When you're not using it, it's not taking up space as if you had it completely downloaded the whole program.
That's fine.
And it helps with me because...
Let me pose this question. Does this mean that to use it, you have to be connected to an internet source?
That's the thing I have not tried yet.
Yeah.
I've always been plugged in.
Yeah.
I don't...
Because if not, that's fucking garbage.
You probably don't need internet, but I've seen...
If it's not taking up space because you don't, quote-unquote, have the whole program...
Yeah, and that's the thing I'm not sure about.
Yeah. If that's the case, that's fucking dumb.
But I know
like, if I don't have an internet connection at my house that I want to be on the computer, I'm going to be designing something.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, it might work that way.
You're gonna
I
take advantage
haven't.
of that.
fucking it.
I
That's all
haven't-
I've got.
I know. I haven't tried it though. But
Yeah.
what I did notice whenever I had, the disc version of Photoshop and
Yeah.
everything, and put it on my computer,
Right.
it worked differently if I was not connected to
Better
internet.
or worse?
Slower, and certain
Really?
effects. I don't know how to explain it. Like
Yeah,
it
you
was
can't-
hard.
you
Like
can't
the
use
like
the-
like
you
the
can't use
load
the-
time of the
No,
effect-
not the
oh,
load
okay.
time.
You can't
Like
use
some
the
of the
internet brush.
Yeah.
some of the
It's just 9 cat. The cursor turns into the fucking cat, and you paint rainbows.
some of the functions just didn't work as well. It's not that they were slowed
Interesting.
down. It's like they didn't
God
show
damn it!
like
I've spent like 2 years trying to get that song out of my head. Now it's back.
like it just.
Have I told you that I think Too Many Cooks is going to be in my head until I die?
Probably.
Thanks
Yeah.
for putting it in my head
There
whenever
you-
I forget about it.
There you go.
But anyway, with the subscription,
Yeah.
It's Kris Kringle.
the subscription thing. I mean, you have to pay for it, obviously.
Right?
But the
Or
way they do it,
you?
the way,
You're still going to come out
makes
ahead
it-
for over a year.
it makes it, yes, it makes it a lot more accessible for people to get these Adobe programs.
Yeah.
Because the way it used to be was Photoshop itself.
400.
No,
I know,
if
it
you
was
bought
more
it
than
from
that.
Adobe,
It was
it
more
was
than that.
$6.99.
Yeah, I know.
And that's how other things were. I actually went on their website just looking around for fun one day. You could buy an entire package, every program they
Yeah.
ever had,
It's like 1,200 or something.
for, no, it was,
I thought it used to be like
it was close to like $9,000
Duh.
No, fuck you.
for everything
No,
that they had.
I mean,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
talking about
to do it all.
Adobe. I'm talking to Adobe.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So
That's-
the way it is now, I got just the Photoshop package. So it was Photoshop. You pay $10 a month. That's cool with
That's
me.
actually all right. I thought it was 20.
No, it's $9.99. So with tax,
Yeah.
it's like 10 something.
That's not terrible.
Hacks
It's-
on Photoshop.
I know. It's not bad. And what I did not realize whenever I first downloaded it was I also
here's
had
your art
access
tax.
to Lightroom,
Oh,
which is
okay.
now my new favorite program. So technically, I bought Photoshop and then have this one for free.
I've never looked into Lightroom, but it's pretty cool.
Or I pay
know that.
$5 for each one.
Is it for photography?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I found it makes my pictures look so much better than
Oh, yeah.
using Photoshop.
Absolutely.
And I never thought about it until I went on one day and was like, hey, I just need to download the app, quote unquote, for Lightroom.
Yeah. Now, my original point that I was making about the Mac and the junk PC.
Oh, I thought you were going to
Yes.
go all the way
Having
back to Google
Photoshop on
Plus.
both. Oh, yeah.
'Cause that's what got it started on this.
Half-Life 3. The shortcuts are different between the two versions. Like,
Yeah.
undo is different across
Oh, yeah.
Mac and PC.
Of course they are.
And, like, select all and deselect, I think, are different or some shit.
Like what?
like,
Like the command
why?
key?
Yeah.
It's just like where it is and how you use it.
Yeah, it's like I think on the Mac, undo is Command Z.
Yeah.
On the PC, it's
It's
Option Z.
No, it's not.
It's Control Alt
Control
Z.
No, it's Control. It's just Control Z.
Whatever it is,
But the
it's a
command-
button that exists on both
Yeah.
computers.
But the command key is where, like, for me, I can't show the internet.
Yeah.
But there's a Windows logo that brings up the start menu.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
hate
where
that.
that's
Nobody likes that button.
yeah. Everybody always hits it by accident.
Get that button. The
I
fuck
hate
off the
that.
keyboard.
But that's where the command key
Well,
is
do you
on
have
Macs.
you have Windows
Yeah.
8?
No, I have Windows 7.
Okay, maybe that's why, because it did change. Between
Okay.
Windows 8, some of the commands
The
changed. Like
start menu
I
for
don't like
PC
that,
is
though.
Like,
bullshit.
to take a
I become if I'm using Photoshop on one computer and I have to do it on another, I become so much more inefficient.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to do all the quick little shortcuts
Yeah.
that I can do on one platform to another. I mean, it blows my mind that stuff isn't unified
yeah.
or uniform across
Yeah.
both platforms.
Well, you know how we had to use InDesign for our computer
InDesign.
design classes.
InDesign's okay.
I've used it.
We
before. I
had
don't
it.
Like it.
We had InDesign. That we had a small computer lab for the art students
Yeah.
where it was all Macs. They had every Adobe program, and we had to do a lot of projects.
Yep.
I did not like the idea that okay, you can come use the lab, but only during these hours, and someone has to be here.
Yeah.
I
Well,
hated that.
That is dumb.
Yeah,
That was so you didn't pack up one of the Macs and
Yeah.
take it home. Yeah.
So what I did was the same way I used to get Photoshop. There's a website called Journey Ed where you can get programs
This whole part
Oh,
makes
at like an
sense.
extreme discount.
extremely cheap if
Yeah.
you can prove you're a teacher or a student.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you told me about that
Yeah.
before I got into
Because that's how
college.
that's
And
how
I couldn't find it.
Dude, that's how you should get Photoshop.
Well, they don't have it on there anymore.
No.
Because now that Adobe does this new thing where you only pay $10 a month,
Well,
that's extremely
I'm
discounted.
going to the Pirate Bay.
So, I
Or whatever
paid...
they call it now.
The Pirate Bay.
They changed it to something else.
Did they? Is that how they got around to, like, the
So my
takedown?
first two
takedown and
versions of
shakedown.
Photoshop and InDesign, I paid $200 each for.
That's good.
That's good.
And
good.
so I would use InDesign on my laptop, which was a PC, to do my projects, and then just put them on a flash drive and take them in.
Yeah.
The only thing that was affected was font.
Fonts. Oh, yeah. Switching between the two. Fonts. The fonts on a PC, I think, are better and more numerous than on a Mac.
Yes.
And a lot of that
So
shit
mine wouldn't show up.
was not translated.
So it just gave
Three
me
in one
Arial.
case.
Arial.
Your remedy for that is to just simply download the font onto the Mac.
I just kept it. I would change it on the Mac.
That works too.
I agree, except for one font that I wish was on PC, and that's
Okay.
Railroad. Railroad is like Impact, but better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like it didn't change the format of the picture,
be-
didn't move my words around,
Yeah.
didn't move my picture or anything else. It just changed the font, which was okay.
Yeah. To be honest with you, sometimes I miss InDesign.
Yeah.
Like, if I want to design a document, like, Illustrator is, like, all I got for that.
I was going to say I own it, but it's for PC.
It's great, but it doesn't have as many guides or easily accessible functions that InDesign has. Sometimes I wish I had.
Every program, it's great in its own way, but if you want to use another one, it's missing stuff, or this one has stuff, and this,
I seem to... Now, I haven't used InDesign for maybe 3-4 years.
Okay.
So, I seem to remember liking it a lot less than Photoshop.
I didn't like it.
Like I said, if you want to make a document of some kind, like when I was making resumes,
Yeah.
it's fucking fantastic for that shit.
Oh, you want to know how I made my resume? Word.
You're lame.
It looks really good, though.
I did too.
Well, I'm
and-
sure it can when you know what you're doing.
I know
Are
what
you
I'm
like
doing.
one of those people
The
who,
the average man should not use Word for a resume.
You should see
the
how it
average
looks.
man should not use Word.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
But what were we going to ask?
I was gonna ask,
Or
are you
paint.
one of those types of people who makes your resume like it's a purple background with like scrolling around it or
No.
anything?
Fuck no.
My page is white.
Yeah.
I
That's how it
have
should
a
be.
logo for my name. It's
Or you do like a light off-white.
does mine
Like just a
look like?
touch off-white.
Well, if I wanted that, I would just print it on different paper.
Right. Exactly.
So I just have it
That's
as...
that's kind of what
I just have it as
yeah.
white, and then the
And then
fancy
whatever paper
the
you
fancy
have.
paper
Yeah.
I have is white.
I have beautiful paper.
But I have a logo in the corner. It's
Me
my
too.
initials, ES, in an
Nice.
in an orange
So's mine.
an orange oval.
Oh, mine's in a circle. Red circle.
It's in an orange oval, and the letters are like a teal color.
Nice.
And then right underneath that, I have my name all in caps, but a space in between each letter, so it stretches
so
out.
It stretches out.
Then on this side,
think I have that
have
too.
my address, my phone number, or just my email and my phone number, and my
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mine is boring by comparison.
And then I have
mine has no style at all.
and then I have a black line,
Words.
Nice.
and then everything is
All the info.
sectional
Yep.
and alphabetical, and in that same color as the same color blue, but not bolded
Yeah.
as my thing.
Yep.
And everything over
They
here is
taught
like
you well.
what? Well, yeah, because Dolan was like, "Fuck whatever they taught you in high school. Follow this."
Yeah. Yeah.
And all my
And he was
information.
right.
No, if I look at my resume we did in like 12th grade, it's practice.
Yeah.
It's just terrible compared to what I have now.
Oh, yeah.
Because the first thing they're like, always put an objective, and Dolan's like, "Fuck the objective. Everyone knows when you're going in for an interview."
The objective is to be fucking hired.
My goal is to be. Yeah, we fucking know. Or if you're going in for a teacher interview, we know you're a teacher. That's why you're here. You don't need a damn objective. So first thing is my schooling. All the places I worked
It
at,
really is stupid when you
It
think
is.
about it.
Yeah.
but the school and
What do you
everything
even
is
put
all
for an
on.
objective anyway.
Your goals as a fucking whatever.
As a teacher is to teach kids.
Yeah. That's.
What the hell?
I want you to put that as the objective in your resume. To teach kids.
I don't have an objective.
Next.
Literally,
You
it's
add one.
My
You add
college,
one and it's 3 words.
work experience,
Yeah.
relevant experience, and then
References.
Yep.
you don't need that
Okay.
because I have my references printed out.
Yeah.
Well, clearly I don't know shit.
And then at the
How the
bottom,
fuck did I get hired?
I have technology skills or whatever, and then list all the stuff I can do on
Yeah.
a computer.
Yep.
I have
Or
only
using
ever
Smartboard.
used the shitty resume that I have right now,
Hmm.
and somehow I get hired.
When we're done, I'll go up and get mine so you can see what it looks
Okay.
like. But all the school listings that I've worked at are on the left. The dates to and from, all on the right.
Yep.
It's all lined up so it goes
Wait,
down.
say that again?
The names and stuff go from
right,
left to right,
okay,
but the dates are on the far right.
Okay, yeah.
So everything
2 columns.
is all blocked in.
Another thing that fucking InDesign does beautifully. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Making resumes.
I thought he was just going to leave it at that, and I'm like, okay.
No, I was. Yeah, that's one thing it does beautifully is columns.
Oh,
of
I
text.
thought you were going to say something else, and it just felt like leaving it at that.
No.
Okay.
It does columns of text so well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you both were on the edge of your fucking seat waiting
Yeah,
for
'cause
an
I was
end
like,
of a sentence that didn't exist.
eh.
Yeah. That was really fucking bizarre.
That's not a cup of water, that's a microphone.
That's a microphone.
You almost drank out of that microphone.
I went to pick it up and gulp.
You just did.
I know.
That's going to sound wonderful.
The spike's probably
Well, let's talk Five Nights.
AIDS.
We have
okay,
to,
I,
right?
I was waiting for another thing, but
We
we'll
have
save
to,
that
right?
for later.
Okay.
I have 2 topics I want to get to, but we'll start with that.
I was super wrong about my story prediction.
Yes, you were.
It
It was a
surprised
child's
me.
room.
It was, and I didn't think it was. And you're not Purple Guy, which fucking... Honestly, I think my plot makes better sense. Like, it ties up things better than this game does.
Well,
Not
like
that
I
this
said-
game's story is done.
I was gonna say, like I said last time,
Look how she's fucking checked out.
I'm listening.
She leaned back and pulled her phone out.
it's the game that you.
She's practically horizontal.
What's wrong with being horizontal?
Nothing. I don't have anything against horizontal people. I'm just saying.
Most of us are. Could you imagine if people just floated
If people were
horizontally?
horizontal,
I don't have I don't have a problem with people who are horizontal. I only have people who make up the first syllable of that word.
What do you mean?
It's whore. Anyway, go on with your
You have
bad
so
stuff.
much to live for. I feel
You're
like
tearing me apart, Lisa. Go on.
that was terrible.
I know.
I was saying this is a game that he wanted to make, while the third game was what he had to make.
Well, that was pretty clear when he came out and said, "I want to make this the scariest fucking game out of the series."
And
He didn't
everybody's
say
like,
fuck.
okay,
Yeah. It's like, good. Have at it.
have at it,
There's
Chief.
another one that's
And
scarier
so he did
than...
3 months early.
I heard there's another new game that's scarier than Five Nights
Oh, yeah?
because no one knows who made it and no one knows where it came from. It just kind of showed up. And I think
It's a promising start.
the screen cap I saw, it looked like maybe the whole thing's in black and white,
Okay.
but I don't know anything else about the game. I just saw it was a figure and it was in black and white, but from what I heard, no one knows who made it. No one knows where it came from. It was just there.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
I'm
but
excited to see
I
when
we'll have to look
Markiplier
that up.
plays it. Yeah.
cannot remember the name of it.
Look it up so I can put it in the links.
Very interesting.
Like now, look it up.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
am.
Okay.
Find it, yeah.
But
The
yeah,
game looks easy, in my opinion.
Probably. I don't
Yeah.
know. I haven't touched it yet.
You haven't touched it. You have it, but you haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I bought it the moment
Jesus
that I
Christ.
found out it was out.
Yeah, exactly.
I just
yeah.
typed in...
We were gonna do this early release date. Kind of fucked with our shit because we were gonna
It's
do
fine. We can still do
the
it.
20 Nights at Freddy's live stream
We can
when
do
the
it.
game came
We
out.
can do it on Halloween or something.
Well, yeah, that's fine. When the DLC comes out,
No, I don't want video.
free DLC.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can find it in images, because I'll know the screen cap
Okay.
once I see...
But yeah, you're right. The story's not done yet because
No.
there's a lot that doesn't make sense yet.
Not yet, and I think the DLC is going to have a good portion of it. Honestly, yeah, you know that Purple Guy is in that game, right? And one of the nights, so at the end of one of the nights, I think it's the end of the first night or something, where it's like
with one
he's
of the
coming,
cutscenes?
you gotta hide
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
and you like hide under the table or whatever.
Yeah, and there's a guy in a Freddy suit.
Yeah. So on that screen, he's in the Freddy suit, and you have to run to the left.
Yeah.
If you run to the left, so it loads up the next screen, and run back to the right one, so it brings up the previous one, he's like, Purple Guy is outside one of the doors, putting the Gold Bonnie Springtrap, whatever. I wonder what the name of that robot is
I don't
when
know.
it's not Springtrap.
It's not Fredbear. It's just Golden Bonnie.
Yeah, more or less. Putting that suit on somebody.
Right.
And it's not a kid, because the person has the same dopey fucking eyes as the adult in the Fredbear suit. And that's pretty much it.
And
that's
we
all.
still don't know why he's purple.
I typed in
it's
unknown
vicious.
names.
It's a vicious color.
I typed in unknown scary video games, and what keeps popping up is fucking Five Nights.
There you go.
That's not it. But that's not unknown.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess it's not.
It's not now.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
But the game looks interesting. I'm excited to give it a shot.
I'm really curious as to what Scott Cawthon is going to do once this is all over.
Retire.
I'm sure he
The
can.
man has probably a good $20 million.
Yeah, but I feel like
to his name.
if he keeps releasing stuff early, he's got to have a lot of fun making this stuff. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
did you hear the movie's one step closer to completion?
Oh yeah.
It got a director.
Cool.
Is
it Sam Raimi?
It's not. I forget who it is. It's somebody whose name I didn't recognize.
That was a shot out of
but
the dark because Sam Raimi's a horror director.
Uh-huh.
And he directed
A
Spider-Man.
horror director?
And so here's the one cool thing this director's doing with this movie. No CGI.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good start.
Practical.
He's making actual animatronics.
Animatronics.
Animatronics. Well, I mean...
That's what they are.
Yeah. So he's real fucking things for this thing. Because I think his reasoning was like, listen, they're supposed to be real as shit. That's why they're scary. So we're going to make them real as shit.
That's an excellent decision.
He also stated...
We've had too much CGI lately. But it's easier, so that's why it's done.
The director also stated that he's working closely with Scott Cawthon, as I think was said when they said they were going to make a movie, was that Scott Cawthon was going to be a big part in it to kind of keep the lore and everything in place and make sure everything flows the way he wants to in his franchise, you know? Mm-hmm. According to the director, this movie takes place in the same, quote, I guess we'll call it, universe as the games. So this is also canonical to the storyline, and is apparently going to tell part of a storyline we don't know about yet, or we don't have enough information about yet. So this movie is going to be more pieces to this fucking jigsaw puzzle that Cawthon has thrust upon us.
And I hate to say it, but it will probably suck.
I don't know. We'll see.
It's probably going to suck because it is a movie based off of a video game.
Right.
And you can't do that.
I saw a YouTube comment on a video that announced all of these announcements. And it was the most smart-ass comment ever. He's like, well, when you think about it, all movies about good video games suck. So maybe this will be a good movie since this game fucking sucks. It's like,
I
just don't
fucking Bathory? That was a terrible
Bathory?
Bathory.
Bathory?
Like Countess Bathory?
Never played that video game.
Bathory?
Never heard of Countess Bathory?
No.
No, I don't even know what you're saying.
She was really clean.
No,
I keep thinking you're saying battery, but with a weird...
Bathory.
Bathory.
Yeah.
Bathory. Bathory.
Uh-huh.
She, her name is Elizabeth, and she was a countess.
Bathory?
Yes. Elizabeth Bathory.
This is the tale of Elizabeth Bathory.
She is considered a vampire. But
considered a vampire?
Well, here's what I'm gonna get.
It's like on the autism scale, like she just barely qualifies. Like her teeth are just a little sharper than the average person. So
I think it was the 1500s that she lived. But she was extremely mean, and any of her servant girls, if they didn't do what she wanted,
biting people. It was weird.
No, she didn't bite anyone. That's the thing. And if any of her
people lobotomies,
yes, if
she killed a bunch of people, was it a blood Bathory?
It was. It was.
Oh yeah.
Whenever her servant girls didn't do what she wanted, she would smack them around and stuff. And one day she hit her.
Is that assault and battery?
Yes.
I'm trying to think of something. I can't think of it.
She smacked one of her servant girls across the face and drew blood. And when she was looking at the blood on her hands, she said, that makes my skin look younger. So she started killing her servant girls and bathing.
All these girls are annoying. They really bother me.
No.
That's
right.
Oh,
no. So she bathed.
I'm 3 for 4 at least.
She bathed in their blood. She would then start going through her. She would start having young girls come in that lived in the kingdom that she lived in, and they came in and she had them killed. The one girl, she raped her with a hot iron. Oh.
I see.
But yeah, she bathed in their blood. She would fill a tub with their blood and just
really
bath.
Really gets those pores open.
So she thought she looked younger, and she would rub it all over her face and.
How? Yeah.
But anyway,
it was a stupid time for stupid people.
But the movie was.
I think every time is a stupid time for stupid people.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, but they made a movie about a a pretend video game called Bathory, where you played
Oh,
as
is this
her.
the one where you die in the game, you die for real? That's what it fucking is.
Oh, but that movie was so bad.
Is that where
Fucking
they say
Frankie
that?
Muniz.
Oh, I saw it at.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
I saw it
that
at the
movie in
drive-in
theaters.
in
So
Dillsburg
did I.
because it was for
We
free.
were there at the same time.
We
could've been.
went in the same car. We don't know how we didn't notice.
Who are you?
Yeah.
And I went it was like June or July or something, and we went to Dillsburg and saw it. And I forget what movie we went to see, but they showed that afterwards.
Pickle Fest, the movie.
Yeah, for free, pretty much.
That's all they care about.
But God, was that movie terrible?
All they care about in Dillsburg is pickles and Bob Root
That's why they.
Ford.
That's why they.
I didn't know that's what that game, quote unquote, movie was about. That story.
Countess Bathory.
Okay.
Only they
Countess.
made
I kept thinking you were saying accountant.
Are you fucking serious?
Accountant
An
Bathory.
accountant with servants just beating them around, bathing in blood.
A countess.
How dare you interrupt me while I'm crunching numbers?
Whoa, blood. Types in blood.
Yeah, types in blood. Yeah.
That's my new band.
Fucking accountant. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's what I heard.
Now this is going to be an animation. Accountant.
You just
Bathory.
made this. Yeah,
I sure did.
it's gonna be right up there with assault and battery,
Accountant Bathory.
blood battery and beyond.
By the way, I should probably address this
Yeah.
while we're here. I stopped making animations for the summer.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
I
I know that's disappointing.
know I have 0 time.
Oh God!
It's because you
You need to
and
live
your
stream you making an
fucking
animation.
stapler
You
ladies
can have
again.
both done.
Yeah, there you go. I'm sure that would be so impressive to people.
Isn't there a mutual friend between us who just live streams her drawing?
Is there?
Cassie?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
See, mutual friend triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah. She does that. You should do that.
Yeah, but I don't have the tools to do so.
I haven't talked to Cassie since we did that Grapecast a couple years ago.
I talked to her on
A
her.
couple years. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was 2013.
Yeah.
Jesus
Well, I
Christ.
know I was.
That's a couple.
I'm pretty
years,
sure
yeah.
I was still at home. So yeah, it was some part
You're
of
at home right
2013.
now.
Meaning not when I spent a year in Philadelphia, or not when I was in
Fucking
college.
jodder. Can I tell you a game I'm addicted to right now?
No.
Even though I can't play it at my house because my internet's too bad.
Okay.
Agario.
Oh
It's
yes.
so fucking cool.
I
Erica,
got-
you'd love it.
I got
What is
Amber to download the app on her phone.
Nice. You're a dot. Your objective is
You're
to
not a
eat
battery.
You're not a
I'm not an
battery.
accountant Bathory.
Yeah. You're counting dots. No, you're a
And then I
tiny
murder
dot.
the dots.
You're a tiny dot.
Oh yeah.
And your objective is to eat tinier dots to make you larger. So as you eat the tiny dots, you get larger.
So you're a black Pac-Man.
A little bit.
A black man.
A black. Anyway,
Black.
there's also a good 30 or 40 people on the same game that you're playing who are also tiny dots
trying to eat you.
trying to eat smaller things. So
Oh.
it's a giant clusterfuck kind of just...
Everyone eating each other.
But
It's a Donner Party
but
in
it's
video games.
It's a much smarter game than it sounds like it is.
No, it sounds like it'd be
people
fun.
are-
I would just,
yeah.
I just play solitaire. That's my game of choice. I just sit in my phone all the time and play solitaire.
You should...
You and everybody else.
She should speedrun Solitaire.
I need to get.
It's possible.
I think you can get Oregon Trail as an app on your
Just
phone.
keep
I
hitting
want that.
redo until you get one that's automatic win.
Yeah.
Oh, does any? Oh wait, no, that won't.
World
really.
record. World record.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
I do, but I think it's running out in like a few weeks.
Can you play Solitaire on it?
No.
Then I'm not interested.
The reason I ask is because you have a smartphone.
Yes.
Amazon gave all their Prime users $15 to use in the App Store.
Oh, that's cool. I barely use the App Store.
But
Oh, you
here's
should get Photoshop.
no, but here's the thing.
Mobile Photoshop, can you imagine that?
Oh god, it would be so bad.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I emailed them because I'm like, I don't buy apps. I have no use for this money. Can you add it to any of my other parts of Prime? So they made it usable for Prime Video.
Okay.
So then I could buy the movies
Queer
that were
Duck.
either $2.99 Queer Duck or
You should do
$3.99.
that
I
because
am
we
doing
need to
so
do
many
that.
I used up my
callbacks to other
$15.
episodes.
We really do need to commentate over Queer
Because
Duck.
then I found out
Yeah.
you could also buy
iMovie have a
DVDs with it.
setting called Front Row? where
so.
you can do that, where you can like
Maybe.
make a silhouette or something.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Probably.
yeah,
iMovie doesn't have a lot of things.
yeah. It's not iMovie; it's something else. But I could
Yeah.
have sworn that was a thing. But we need to heckle at Queer Duck the movie.
Yeah. My editing, by the way, my editing for the How to Play Five Nights 4 in iMovie, fucking smooth as shit.
That's good.
The
Wait, so
Binding of Isaac one is just fucking garbage. It's
Still
getting
waiting.
all sorts
Kind
of trouble.
of off topic real quick. So you said your Amazon Prime is
There's no
supposed to
such
run
thing as
out in a
on
couple
topic
weeks.
here.
Yep.
Then you better select to
Not pay for it
end
anymore?
it because it'll take the $99 right out of your bank account.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh.
That was the issue I had last year around this time. I was like, "Where did this come from?" Oh, I should probably fix that. So I it's not getting renewed because I said so right after that happened.
So you have to. They would have to ask you, and you'd say nope.
Yeah.
No.
See, here's
Too bad, Google Plus.
for me. I don't mind paying the $99 because through the year I make up for it. Because since I do those surveys on those websites and I always get Amazon gift cards,
Yeah, I don't do that.
I've probably gotten close to $300 in the past year from
Nice.
that website and Amazon gift cards. So
But
and
how much time have you
And-
spent there? Is
and
it
I still haven't
$300 worth of time?
And I still
On
haven't
the
gotten an external
surveys?
high
Yes.
drive. I don't listen to anything.
I'm
you
doing
say.
them rather than mindlessly watching TV. So I only do it whenever I don't
Well,
need
you
to
can
do
always
anything else.
mindlessly watch YouTube. That's
never,
what I do.
I never watch YouTube. So for
That's
me,
what I just said.
I don't
you should
do-
do
I know.
that.
I don't do that
But
either.
for
I
me-
watch Twitch.
for
That's
me
true.
it's worth it because Cooper's tank was $70.
Yeah.
It was free because
there
of all the
you
gift
go.
cards I had.
Yeah, I guess
Everything I buy from Amazon plus the free shipping thing, I have definitely used up my $99. And then Amazon allows you to add up to 4 people to your Prime account where they don't get the full benefits that you have if you're the one holding
Right.
the membership, but they get the free shipping.
Yeah.
Whereas I get the Prime Video, I get Prime Books, Prime Music, and a couple other
Yeah,
things.
Amazon Prime was useful for me when I got all my streaming equipment.
Yeah, but the
I
nice,
bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
but with that, I asked
Can
my
we get an Amazon deal out of this episode?
right, but
I wish we could get any deal. We should just ask
That's
Audible
true.
because everybody who does podcasts and videos Audible is always the first one.
I know, right?
So maybe we should ask them.
Audible.
Amazon will also
Yeah.
Audible
Do-
is an Amazon company.
they
Loot
will
Crate.
do.
Loot Crate's up there.
Dollar Shave Club.
Dollar Stave Club. Yeah.
So for example,
Nature Box.
Oh, dude, today. Oh, you guys talked about Nature Box for like 5 fucking weeks straight. We
Yeah.
should definitely hook up with them.
but
if we
anyway,
can.
when I bought Cooper's tank, it was like I said, $70.
Yeah.
Bought it on Amazon. I kept the listing in my save for later in my cart.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't accidentally buy it. It's just for you to buy later.
Mm-hmm.
And every time you log in to your cart, it'll say important information. It'll tell you what items in your cart have changed prices.
Oh, okay.
So when I bought his tank, literally the next day, it went down almost $7.
Huh.
I emailed Amazon. They refunded me the $6.
Nice.
If the product
Fucking bank.
if the product you bought went down in price within 30 days of you buying it, all you have to do is email them and they
Oh
refund you.
shit. That's pretty awesome. Wow.
That's
they
what I
do-
said. That's what I
they
said
do good
earlier
things.
today.
I just
Yeah.
bought
Amazon knows how to do it right.
I just
Better.
bought a pair of sandals that were
I love
really
Amazon.
cheap.
I go to Amazon all the time.
but I just
Amazon gets me all the things that I need in my life in just a few easy clicks. And it's cheap, too.
I have
It's shilling.
I have one-click shopping where I choose my item. All my information shows up on one page. I click order. I get an email instantly. But
It's hilarious, by the way.
This
I
is
just love
just one
this.
ad
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
starring Erica.
I bought a pair of sandals
Hot-
last week.
It's hot internet tips with Erica.
It is.
Which is the
Hey,
name
but
of this
they're
Here's how to
podcast
prevent
now.
your phone from getting malware.
Hey, but
here's
it's
how to
helpful
order from
shit.
Amazon online and come out ahead.
It's helpful shit. I bought a pair of sandals and noticed yesterday the price went down $6
We
something.
need to change. We need to change our category from comedy to DIY.
And I emailed
We're a
them and
TED Talk now.
I emailed them and told them they refunded me $6.18. I checked today and the price for the sandals went back up. I'm still getting the $6.
Wow, you're up $12 now.
Yay.
I am up $12.
That's incredible.
And if I would have known this
This
when
is
I
why
bought
you always lose at bingo.
if I would have known this when I bought my camera, I could have gotten $50 back because the price went down $50 a week later.
That's pretty significant.
I didn't know about that then.
Oh, that's a bitch. So talking about podcasts
but
and
hey, fucking
sponsorships
$12.
and shit like that.
It's $12 fucking dollars.
At work today, a dude came in wearing a Rooster Teeth podcast shirt.
Oh god!
I'm like, I really love that shirt. And he's like, oh yeah, they're pretty cool. Like, my enthusiasm was completely ignored for some reason.
Too bad.
It was too bad, because I thought we were going to have, like, a moment where it's like, Rooster Teeth's awesome. Yeah, I love Rooster Teeth. Gavin's an idiot, right? Oh, fuck yeah. Like, one of those kind of things.
It's
but he's
like
just
talking to someone who you realize knows what Homestar Runner is.
Right.
It's like, that's like a golden cabbage patch.
Yeah, exactly. This guy didn't care. Like, I said, I love that shirt, and he just stared for, like, 2 seconds, going like, shirt. And he kind of, like, looked down. Oh, yeah, they're good. Like,
yeah, that's happened to me where someone's like, I like your shirt. I'm like, what am I wearing? Oh, that's what I'm wearing today.
He's probably one of those people who is like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm in a store, just give me what I want.
Well, he was like 16, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
16-year-olds don't want to talk to anybody.
So I have 2 things to talk about.
I'm surprised he wasn't like, who's Rooster Teeth?
One of those. That's what I thought.
I got this at a Goodwill.
Yeah, right?
Isn't that always the way?
It's like kids who wear band shirts. I don't even know who this is.
I don't know what Spinal Tap is.
Not many people do.
Well,
they should just...
they're not real, so...
I know. I would just want to wear a shirt that says 11 and see if anyone gets it.
I don't get it.
Spinal Tap.
Oh, okay.
Billy Idol, that's like false worship.
They have an amp that goes up to 11.
Oh, right.
And the lady interviewing
See, just the
was
number
like,
11 didn't give me anything. You had to say the quote.
Isn't that just like just a 10? Like, it's the high. 10 is the highest. If you put it to 11, 11 is just the highest. It's
you
not
just
necessarily...
made the argument that the woman interviewing...
It's not necessarily louder.
Yeah, that's the argument the interviewer tried to do with the band member.
Yeah. They just repainted the numbers on there.
Pretty much, he's like, well, we like it loud, and 10's the loudest, so we wanted it to go up to 11.
It took like
that
20.
Accent was awesome.
It looked like it took like 20 episodes, but we finally done it. We finally got Erica to do a British accent.
I know.
I've
like
done it before.
No, you haven't.
There was that one episode you just fucking refused, and it pissed us all off.
That's because I couldn't do one whenever everyone's like, do it, do it, do it.
I think you nailed it.
It wasn't terrible.
No, I think you nailed it. I love that accent. I want to hear that accent more on more things. Next time that you do an Amazon ad read for us, it's going to be in that accent. It's going to be great.
You got to do it with the red spaghetti face guy from Don't Have Me, I'm Scared. You got to do his accent.
I just pictured a guy with...
What are you supposed to biggest thing in the world is?
I just pictured a guy with spaghetti for his face, and whenever he talks,
the
noodles just go... Blah, 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 blah.
That's what happens.
That's it. Yeah.
It's
So
like somebody
red,
it's like somebody is turning on and off a hairdryer.
It's like if Elmo didn't shave.
I love that guy's voice.
But Elmo is not spaghetti.
He could be if he shaved. If he didn't shave.
He's a funny... funny? He's a funny spaghetti.
He's a funny spaghetti.
He's a funny spaghetti.
Sounds racist somehow. I don't know if I would associate with people anymore.
You gotta say it in Charlie's voice.
Oh, funny spaghetti. No, he's a funny spaghetti.
I love spaghetti.
No, I said spaghetti.
Oh.
Spaghetti.
I
said something that wasn't... I said something that wasn't
Italian.
spaghetti.
Fucking Benghazi. Someone needs to check their email more often. Topical.
I love it. Oh, speaking of topical,
okay.
Did you hear the story
Ointment.
about the... what did you say? I missed it. What did you say?
I said ointment.
Oh.
I was thinking that exact same thing.
Every time I hear topical ointment.
That was a beautiful little moment.
You just love the word ointment.
Ointment? Yeah. For the longest time, I thought it was ointment.
Oh. Yeah.
And then I heard
Made
the joke.
directly from bacon.
And then I heard the joke where ointment was the punchline. I was like, oh.
I used to think that...
My whole life is a lie.
I used to think that this morning was this morning.
This morning.
When I was little, I just thought it was this morning.
This morning. Yep.
Or our sand mound. Thought it was a sand mountain.
Well, that one's a little forgivable.
This morning.
This morning. I like that.
Every time I hear the word...
T-H-E space... Smorning.
Every time I hear apostrophe, I think of spaghetti.
That's weird.
Apostrophe?
I get it. It's weird.
I just think of noodles.
I get it just enough that it's fucking weird.
Okay.
It's
I'm
bizarre.
fucking
but anyway,
weird.
did you hear about the
Ointment.
the Baphomet statue?
The what of it?
It's like the Satanist deity.
The
like
Oh,
the
yeah,
goat
yeah.
head dude.
Uh-huh.
That
Alphabet
they put up the
statue.
fucking statue in Detroit.
Baphomet.
I heard
Just to
alphabet.
I did too. And that's why I was like, the what a mint?
Can I revisit a joke from last episode?
Sure.
You have two purposes on this podcast. One is to talk, and the other is to listen. How do you constantly fuck up one of
Alphabet.
these things?
I hardly know it.
We are terrible at this.
Well, to be fair, I actually did hear you the first time, but I just wanted to say something that sounded like it.
Oh,
Sound like America, but Buffabet.
Buffet. Wobbuffet.
There you
That's
go.
what it
Yeah,
is.
that's the one. But it's like the
Abortion.
it's the Satanist deity statue. They put one
Yes.
up in Detroit just because the Satanists said, well, if Christians get the Ten
Yeah.
Commandments, I guess
Yeah.
we can get a fucking thing too. So that's what they. It's interesting because it's a pretty funny middle finger in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because state lands aren't supposed to promote one religion over another, and that's why they're doing this.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like, this can't be here, so
You
why
can't
don't
say
we put
you
up
can-
ours, and you can't have a problem with it.
Yeah, you can't say you can only put up Jesus. What if someone
Right.
wants a statue of Moses or something?
Yeah,
put up?
exactly. Yeah.
Or Buddha.
Well, that's not the American way.
'cause
Erica.
Blah 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 Buddha.
He's
Blah,
not
blah,
young.
blah, blah.
He's not young and hip like the Jesus.
But here's the thing.
Well, here's the thing. It's tough about this time right now because
Yeah.
I saw this story on like a Tuesday
Okay.
or something like that. Like that we were going to put this thing up until they removed the Ten Commandments thing. But on Monday, I saw a news story. It's like, judge decided to remove the Ten Commandments thing. So
Yeah.
it's probably not going to exist for a very long
Yeah.
time.
Just random question since we're talking about
Uh huh.
Satanism. What do you
Okay.
guys think
Go on.
Satanism
Uh huh.
is as a religion?
I saw their website once while I was in history class in high school.
Well, what do you think when you hear Satanism?
Their
What's
commandments are just like, don't be an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the whole Satanism exists as a whole as like
It's like a
the
novelty.
quote unquote original, because it's not the original, but it's close enough. Atheism. You know,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was instead of saying you were atheist, you said I'm Satanist, just to go against you.
Sinister.
Do you know who started the Satanic Church?
Rolls.
I would not be surprised.
The guy's name was Anton LaVey. He
Okay.
was this bald guy. He started the Satanic
Uh-huh.
Church. But the idea of the Satanic Church came from the beliefs of Friedrich Nietzsche.
Oh,
Because Nietzsche was pretty much an atheist,
yeah.
but not quite, because the way he saw it is instead of believing in a God that you live for, you are your own God, because in the end, you're living for yourself.
Right.
That was Nietzsche's way of seeing it.
Yeah.
That was Anton LaVey's way of seeing it. That's what Satanism is.
Really?
The idea that you believe in yourself. So
That's
like,
where that phrase "my body is a temple" came from.
so like their
Yeah.
one of their 10 commandments is actually don't fucking rape anybody. Like
Is that a direct quote?
Yeah.
well,
Is
it's
that
pretty
how they
much
say
we
it?
condone.
Don't fucking rape anybody, guys. Seriously.
Seriously,
condone-
it's not
cool.
It ends with guys. Seriously.
That shit doesn't fly around here.
The quote is like, we condone anyone of any orientation having sexual relations as long as both
It's like a
parties
mission
have
statement at a
consented.
department store.
And that's one of their fucking commandments. Or like we say like we don't deny homosexual people.
Sexuality.
We don't hate homosexuals. We don't hate transgendered people. We don't hate people of different colors.
Yeah.
They pretty much love everybody, and their Bible, their commandments,
Yeah.
make a whole lot more sense than ours.
It's what not religion
But
should
yet,
be.
everyone thinks Satanists worship Satan
Yeah.
and kill people and animals and do sacrifices and just want everyone to fucking die when that's
Right.
not
That just
what
reminded me of a thing.
that's what stupid Satanists are. Because there are the ones that
Yeah,
are like,
those
let's
people
sacrifice.
exist. Yeah.
Those
But
people are
that's...
called- No, I'm not gonna say
No,
that.
absolutely
But-
say it.
Yes.
Absolutely. If it's killing you this much, you can't let this go.
Those people are called Christians.
Oh!
Oh! Ow! Throw that
Like
pillow.
that touchdown.
Like that pillow. But, yeah, real Satanists believe in themselves and loving everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately putting yourself first because you are your own god.
Right.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
So that's everybody.
What are you gonna do, Casey?
Just about
Be a Christian.
every time. Well, no, I tried that once, didn't work.
Right?
Didn't
I think we all did. But if I told people I was a Satanist, they'd probably go, ah!
They'd absolutely go, ah! Lucy?
Yeah,
Ah!
I'm not even gonna attempt that.
You know what's weird? Watching her in movies from the 30s
You
when
know
she
what's
was
weird?
normal.
Watching the Lucy show? That show's fucking terrible.
I watch it when
I'm
it's
never
on
gonna get to
MeTV.
anything today.
Oh, I'm
Jesus.
sorry.
No, what I'm gonna
What are
do?
you gonna do, Casey?
What are you gonna
I'm
do?
going to explain that whole concept that you just said. The
Uh-huh.
whole Satanism being like legit,
All about yourself.
legit and being nice to people.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
what
bring
it is.
that up during dinner tonight at my
Okay.
house.
Good.
Because
While you're eating your hoagie.
my stepdad.
Like
what
you-
was that joke
like-
supposed to be? that
Like
Ryan
everybody's
made?
sitting at the dining room table.
I don't know.
I'm a Satanist, like just fork. Like a fork drops. That's
No, I'm gonna say. Well,
His dad
because-
spits up his whole hoagie.
See, my
What? Shane's dad's here.
what?
What?
my stepdad. Almost every conversation somehow either leads to religion or politics.
Oh yeah.
Well, then bring that up.
Just on a whim. I want to see if I bring this up where it will lead in 5 minutes, and I will message you guys the result.
Do it.
I had a conversation with
Yeah,
my
just tell me
parents the other
exactly what
day
I said.
that ended with a terrible, terrible realization.
Yeah.
Both of my parents and their friend Jean
Gene.
intend
Jesus.
to vote this election for Donald fucking Trump.
You know, I've heard that from a lot of people.
Yeah. He's leading. He's
He's leading by a lot.
So many people suspect that when the debates actually start, first off, the debates are going to be the greatest fucking circus that's ever existed on
Yes.
television.
Him,
They
Clinton. Clinton.
Clinton.
Hillary Clinton.
Clever. And
Queefery
secondly,
Clinton.
as soon as the debates start, Trump is going to fucking crumble. Because, listen,
He's gonna Donald crumble.
Donald Trumbull.
Trump has said some crazy shit.
Yes.
He's going to say some crazy shit to people who don't want to hear crazy shit. And that's what's going to happen here very soon.
Oh, it's gonna be hilarious.
He said something recently, but it was so stupid I can't remember
Was
what
it about
is.
the Mexicans, was it?
What was
No,
this about
I
the
can-
Mexicans?
Oh, yeah, this was from like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Where he was talking about illegal immigration. And he said that, all of these Mexicans are immigrating into our country. They're murderers. They're rapists. Some of them are probably good people, I assume. It's like, what the
I
fuck
did
is
hear
wrong
about
with
that.
you?
Yeah.
I
I feel like they gave. I feel like he just thinks that that life is just. Whose line is it anyway?
can I bring
Shit. I kicked shit and knocked stuff
And
over.
he's just phoning it in.
can I bring up a conservative like
He's got like a zipper on his neck and he undoes it. It's Colin
Well,
Mockery.
no, it's not even that. He assumed he's like a.
I just wanted to know what it was like to have hair.
He's like. Here's
Eric is
an
leaving
extended
us.
metaphor for you.
Uh,
He's like.
Imagine a bakery.
He's like a guest
terrible
star.
hair.
He's like a guest star on Whose Line Is It Anyway. He's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Kathy Griffin.
He's
going
like-
on Whose Line Is It Anyway? Where they just
I
gave
saw
him.
Whose Line Is It Anyway the other day. The guest star was Kathy Lee.
Oh,
Kathy
yeah.
Lee Gifford. She was trying way too fucking hard.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They go on the they like they're backstage and they're like, okay, here's some lines that you can possibly use.
Right.
Take a look at those and try to implement them throughout all the games. And
Yeah.
he's like, okay, I'm going to go do that now.
I got that. Is that your Trump voice?
That was my attempt.
Oh, I don't have a Trump voice either. Erica, what's your Trump voice?
I don't even really know what he sounds like except
Fired. Sorry.
It's not hard to look like him. You just have to pretend like you're staring
You
into
just
the
have to,
sun.
yeah. You just have to look really hard and just pretend that your face is melting.
But can I bring up a conservative topic that is
I'm never gonna get to my
It
topics.
won't
I
take
really
long.
wanna
It won't
get
take
to
long.
those.
But it's just so ridiculous. Have you seen the picture where they
There you
compared
go.
Donald Trump
Sorry.
to a corn cob with
Yes.
the fuzzy stuff
Oh
on top?
yeah, dude, that picture of him with his hair in the wind is like
Yes.
the fucking funniest thing.
But
that ever
anyway,
exists
so-
on the internet. Did you know that there was a hashtag for a while that was Trump Your Cat?
Yep.
And it was pictures of cats with fucking Donald Trump hair.
That's
Yep.
great.
Remember the grumpiest
Telephone.
fucking cats?
I know. There's a conservative topic that conservatives actually believe.
It's about saving your money.
My aunt being one of them.
Uh huh.
she's highly intelligent, has her doctorate degree in like 5,000 things. You'd think she would understand the difference between a fucking retarded statement. The woman who started Planned Parenthood like 100 years ago.
Oh, those people are terrible.
Planned Parenthood?
I think so. Are they the terrible people? I can't remember.
Some people say yes because they do abortions.
They're the abortion clinic.
No, I'm thinking of...
However...
I'm thinking of somebody else.
Well, people
There's
don't like...
an organization like that that's like family something, and they're just...
I don't know.
Baptist Church?
They were started in the 50s, and they still exist in the 50s.
No, Planned Parenthood started in, like, turn of the century.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of something else.
Well, some people don't like them because of the abortions, but
right,
they'll give
course.
pregnant women, like, free health care. They'll give
Yeah.
women free birth control. They would do all kinds of stuff to help them. But the woman who started it 100 years ago has a quote where she believed that blacks should be exterminated. Therefore, because one woman who started Planned Parenthood said this 100 years ago, they don't deserve government funding. And you want to know what quote my aunt used to back it up?
Yeah.
Every year, 90,000 black babies are killed. That's the quote she believes backs up the fact that Planned Parenthood is out to exterminate black people.
Right.
Now it's a Tumblr discussion.
Conservatives believe this.
Conservatives believe a lot of shit.
I know.
You're getting awfully political.
We are.
I'm going to end it with this, though. If you guys want a treat where you can just sit down with a bowl of popcorn, there's a Facebook page called For America. All one word. For...
The number 4?
No, FOR, America.
That's right.
And just look at their posts. That's where this one came from.
They are
hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure. I saw...
And you see the comments and you're like...
I read something in the newspaper today. And it was a whole thing about the different politicians and their campaign and shit. Mm-hmm. And what the debates are going to bring about for the Republican Party. Number one being it's going to be the best circus to ever be on television.
Yes, it will be.
You remember 4 years ago, there was that guy, Herman Cain?
Oh, yeah, the guy with the
he quoted
slowest smile
Pokemon in one of his
time.
fucking speeches, like the very best, like, or whatever the fuck he said.
He
had his 999 plan. The 999 plan was turned off by a lot of people.
Is that the Satan plan upside down?
That's what it was. Because I think it was Michelle Bachmann or somebody who said, listen, if you flip it upside down, that should tell you all you need to know. And that turned off a bunch of people to 999.
Wow.
Like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, because that's stupid.
Yeah. And she goes away again. She's got shit to do.
I guess so.
You have 2 minutes to get to your topics.
2 minutes? Come on.
I don't know. I'm just picking a number. I just want to see you speed run your topics.
Well, I'm good at speedrunning everything else. On my way to work, I always have speed run in my head. Like all the stoplights are cycles.
I do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I totally
this is really
do that.
bad RNG, even though cycles aren't RNG.
Right. Well, yeah.
Unless it's local cycles, and not global cycles. But anyway.
Well, the traffic patterns differ depending on what time it is.
That's true.
Like early in the morning, traffic lights are more prone to change to you just pulling up to them. Right. Whereas midday, you might still be sitting there for a little while. You know? Yeah.
So
that's what
That's a good segue because Summer Games Done Quick is going on this week.
Oh, how's that going?
Just about wrapping up. I've watched as much of it as I possibly could.
Really?
Yeah. Today's highlight was a game called Bionic Commando 2.
Oh, 2? I didn't know they did a sequel.
There's 2 sequels.
Okay.
But this one, there's a glitch. I don't remember how they pulled it off.
Okay.
But it was a donation incentive because it's so obnoxious. Just basically, there's a glitch you can pull off where sometimes you can go into like a rampage mode of some sort with the main character, and so he yells. But there's a glitch where you can pull off where he just yells until you finish the level. So it just goes, and it just keeps going.
That's pretty fucking funny.
Hilarious.
I love that. I love that concept.
And
that's the game where you can't jump, right?
No, you can jump.
Oh, I thought you couldn't jump in that game. Like the whole thing was that you fucking swing with your wife arm.
Well, you do that.
Your wife arm. I love that. The fucking
wife arm.
His arm is his wife.
Oh.
His wife was a computer they implanted into his arm. It's his wife arm.
Well, I don't know that much. But anyway.
That's why in Marvel vs. Capcom, when he has that attack where he just punches with that bionic arm across the fucking screen. It's just beating him with his wife.
He's beating his wife.
No, he's beating you with his wife.
Yeah. That.
It's pretty funny.
There was a comment, like there was a donation given during that game that was played, and the guy who was announcing Spike Vegeta, who is like one of the best commentators of all time.
Yeah?
He's great. He is like, this may be in my top 5 favorite comments of all time. And he said something like, Bionic Commando hype mode, because that's what they call it when they do that. Bionic Commando hype mode is one of the greatest things I've ever seen. And I think it's a good thing that we met that incentive, because we're all here to make dumb mistakes. And what are we doing with our lives? But I especially like it because all the kids are gathered around my computer at the public library I work at. And they're really excited to see it.
That's hilarious. That's pretty awesome.
So yeah, last I checked, they have raised $600,000.
Very cool.
For Doctors Without Borders.
When does it wrap up?
Sunday at 2 in the morning.
Sunday at 2.
Whenever Chrono Trigger finishes.
So they're not going to hit 1 million, are they?
Probably not.
Yeah.
But they have hit 1 million before.
That's cool. Yeah,
From upstairs, I thought you just yelled, Erica's a seal! And... That's what I heard.
What the fuck ever.
Yep.
It's me. Not? I mean, what else do you expect?
It's me.
That's me! You don't know what that's from. He
I
does.
don't care. It's alright.
What is
You
that
look
show?
so confused by that noise. It's like, God. It's like when a dog is startled at its own fart.
A friend of mine, she lives in an apartment place.
Was she
That's
startled
why I was
by her
able
own
to get
fart?
through this,
Yeah.
because you left.
Because Erica was gone, yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, since I'm upstairs and doing whatever, Casey now
Yeah,
can
we're
get
done
his...
already. The podcast ended like 5 minutes ago. I don't know. We're just talking now.
I was gonna say there's this is the most that anybody's been at a GDQ event.
Really?
1,200 people.
Nice.
I'm
You
going
could have been 1,201.
I'm going to try to make it there next in the AGDQ in January. But
January,
I need someone to go with so I can
Not me.
share
Offset
a
costs,
room.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not going to be you because you hate spending money.
I do.
I do
But
too.
I would be able to help you out greatly because I could get you huge discounts.
If you stayed at Wyndham.
No, if I stayed at anything that's owned by the company owned by Wyndham. That owns Wyndham.
What else
Mormons?
does Wyndham own?
Was
Mormons?
Wyndham is
Oh, no,
owned
that's,
by Interstate. And Interstate has Wyndham, Marriott, and like 3 others.
Marriott.
Pretty
is
much
where
all the
they're
big
staying
ones.
this year.
Yeah,
Clarion?
mostly. I think so.
SGDQ.
I think so.
What's the sweets one?
We'll see.
No, that's
See
just
what
Clarion,
happens. We'll see how
Best
it is.
Western.
Yeah, I don't think we have that one.
But what I was going to say with Confused, this girl I know lives in an apartment complex that's so big they have to hire window washers with their...
Washers.
I don't know why I meant to say
Window
washers.
washers?
I never say wash.
My mom says wash in any situation where W-A-S-H comes in.
Especially when she
For the
talks to
longest
Sambo.
time, I thought the state had an R in it for like the first 5 years of my life.
But it's when the window washers have the scaffolding that goes...
Yeah, yeah.
Like the pulley ropes.
Uh-huh.
And whenever they were cleaning the windows the other day, one of the ropes got left. Her cat was so terrified of this rope outside the window. Anytime it went by the window, its tail was down, its ears were back. It wouldn't go anywhere near the window. It wouldn't eat its food.
Yeah.
Every time, it would go the longest way possible around the window. Because it was terrified. And it just sat there. Until I got rid of it, and the cat's like, oh, good.
Then the cat forgot it existed.
That rope's not gonna get me.
Because that's how cats live.
But a fucking rope at the window,
On
and this
high
cat,
alert at every moment.
and this lady's cat just went on high alert.
Your fucking cat is the most spoiled cat I've ever
She
seen.
has a box jungle
The
upstairs.
cat has 3 different boxes. And I was
She
here,
had-
when I got here, the cat was laying in a box, and I was petting the cat, and the cat then got up, and I'm like, oh, the cat's going somewhere. The cat went and laid down in another fucking box. Like,
great.
that sums up a cat pretty well.
She did
like,
have-
as soon as I start touching the cat goes, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna just lay in this other very tiny enclosed fucking space.
And then she went back to that box
Yeah,
and
yeah,
laid down. But
yeah.
she did have 4 boxes till the other day when she decided that the one wasn't good enough for her. So then I had to
Focus.
throw it out.
Ah.
So
well, I think it's time we close
I got
this.
one more
Hit it.
thing.
You got
It's really
30
short.
seconds. I'm going to time you. Ready? Hold on. 3, 2, 1, go.
So, now I'm on the spot. So
That's
starting tomorrow,
that's a different show.
Yeah, starting tomorrow, I'm going to do a little project in which I film 5 to 10 seconds of my day every day for a month. Just to see what happens.
Really?
It's going to be called a micro vlog. I'm going to film the introduction later tonight.
All right.
I'm just going to explain what I'm doing, and then we're just going to mash it all together, and by the end of August, because August is a very busy month for me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to film everything, film 5 to 10 seconds a day, mash it all together, and we'll see what the result is.
So it's like a month in just Vines.
In Vines, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
We're going to see what happens.
Vine is one thing I wish I really got into. Because I could do Vines.
Oh, yeah.
That's a thing I could do pretty well, I think. I mean, the how to plays.
Have you seen the Vine
really
of the Persian
exemplify
cat,
that.
and it's looking away from the
Lemons?
camera? No,
What?
and then it's looking away from the camera, and it goes, diabetes. And that's it.
Oh, my God. Vines are the best.
Well, we've hit an hour and a half.
Yep.
So that's our cue to
Not
wrap
according to me. We still got 24 seconds left.
Well, you forget that I started about 10 seconds before you did.
But how much of that is intro bullshit that gets cut out because
all right, we'll keep going,
we're
then.
stupid?
Keep going?
No,
then?
we don't have to keep going.
No.
We can definitely cut it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
I feel like there was something else I wanted to say, but I don't remember what
Was
it is.
it good night, everybody?
No, it was that.
Help!
Oh, was that what you were going to say?
I was going to say blah, blah, blah.
I said, good night, everybody.
What about Blathery?
Accountant Blathery.
Accountant. I want you to draw that for me.
And that's,
Don't you touch that, blah, blah, blah.
and that's the title of this.
Accountant Blathery.
Accountant Blathery.
That's a pretty good one.
Either that
Was
or
there any?
I like the hot internet tips with Erica.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Nah. Eh.
Something.
It's up to you.
Something will hit. When you
Yeah.
listen back to it, you'll find something.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Or I'll just go with one of those two.
Yep.
Yep.
So let's wrap this.
Goodbye.
Up.
Let's wrap it up. Say goodnight, everybody.
Let's wrap
Good night,
it up.
everybody.
Toodaloo.
Blah, blah, blah.